Good morning, everyone. So my name is Kyle Blevings, as Coach Eaton said. Again, I wasn't a superstar. I was a role player in everything that I did. I worked my butt off, and it ended up paying off for me. Tyler's one of my best friends since high school. But I'm going to start off with a little quote that I recently heard. And it's, if we put all of our problems that we all have, all of our trials and tribulations in a pile right now, and I guarantee you would take yours out after you saw everyone else's and you would run. So just let that sink in. Tyler's one of the best athletes I've ever known, and he's also one of the most loyal friends. Always the hardest worker, always humble, and he'll be the first to tell you that his sisters are better athletes than he ever was. Even though Tyler was younger than me, he always competed with those in my class. He was a starter in football and basketball as a sophomore on a very senior-heavy squad, and he was a very crucial piece to our success. Throughout the rest of his high school career, adversity hit. He suffered an ACL tear against Ironton his junior year, a torn labrum later on in the shoulder, but he didn't let any of that affect his mindset. He fought through rehab. He dominated the weight room. He made a full recovery, and his hard work landed him on the roster at Ohio University. But during his injuries, and even after his ALS diagnosis, I've never heard Tyler be negative about it one time. Ask why, make any excuses. It's always been, okay, what can I do now with what I have? He's always ready to put in a fight, and as friends, men, and family, we don't let each other fight alone, ever. A few weeks ago, we participated in a walk to defeat ALS in Cincinnati. I spoke with Tyler's wife, Mel, afterwards, and she said something to me that will stick with me forever now. She said that her and Tyler were talking afterwards, and we both came out of the ALS walk feeling so grateful. And even Tyler was saying, there's so many people that are much worse off than me, so we feel lucky. Now, to me, that's a true champion's mindset. And again, that's what we don't waste today.
Next question. How has football prepared you for this time in time in your life dealing with ALS?
Football and sports in general obviously put you in situations that aren't always ideal. They make you make decisions quickly and efficiently, and the only way you're going to do that is repetition. And it's not physical repetition; it can be mental. Watching film. You really just have to be in the right mindset so that when that time comes, you're not hesitating and you're doing what you have to do to get the job done.
So what you practice will grow?
Yes.
Okay.
I was going to say, with sports in general, too, I think, like, for our family and for us, teamwork's, like, a big part of it as well, because our whole families had to come together and try to figure out how to battle this together. So, sports teaching you how to work with other people, like, that's going to be a big part of your life in the future, too, when you have a family. Like, teamwork, working together, figuring things out together as well.
So Melanie was a state champion as a volleyball player, and she played basketball in college, okay? So she grew up with siblings, and her dad coached her. So she's wired a little different, too, so they make a great team. All right, next question. How are you able to keep a positive attitude despite your situation?
It's not always easy, but I think when you wake up in the morning, you have a decision every single day, whether you're going to try to have a good day or you're going to let things bother you. And that you have a decision to make, whether you're going to go run, whether you're going to go study, do whatever. It's a yes or no decision. And it comes down to consistently making those right decisions, just like, practicing, running the right play, swinging at the foxhole. If you do that every single day, you're just going to naturally be able to do that easier in the future. It's the same thing mentally. I wake up and, it's not always easy, but, I try to make the best decision I can, because, either I'm doing something that's going to help me in the future, or I'm not. And it's really that simple.
For a little backstory, just on how Tyler's handling this, he eats veggies, fruits, meat, doesn't eat anything processed. He, made the decision to, go at this head on and put his body in the best position to be healthy, no matter what. If there is a trial or something in the future that's going to help ALS, currently there's no cure. But he's doing everything he can. He bikes, he does the sauna, so he really does. He wakes up every day and he commits to making his body as healthy as it can be to give us a good chance there.
Okay, next question. What do you do on the bad days or the hard days?
On the hard days, I wake up, and you have to be so much more intentional with what you're doing, with your thoughts, with your actions, because it's not always going to be easy. I mean, you're not always in a situation that you even have a choice, really. But I think you sit there and you think about the things that you do have, your family, your friends, your anything that makes you happy, and you just be really intentional with putting those thoughts in your brain and repeating those. I mean, every morning, I wake up and the first thing I do is I pray, and then I, say 5 to 10 things that I'm thankful for, and that really helps.
Awesome. Man, positive affirmations, daily gratitude. That works. So you're telling me that works, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so what does your mantra, don't waste a day, mean?
So don't waste a day is something that I really just said in passing one time, and I didn't really think that it would have any sort of impact on anybody until my wife brought it up, and then it just kind of blew up from there. I think don't waste a day, obviously, on the surface is, take every day and, do things that make you happy and this and that, but it really comes down to the details of don't waste the rep in the weight room, don't waste the practice, don't waste the swing, don't waste time with your family. It really comes down to those little things and repeating that daily. Just like Jonathan said, what we think and what we practice will grow. So you do that long enough and you can kind of, for better or worse, trick your brain into, thinking, I am happy, I'm having a great day, and, it becomes just a process that you do all the time.
All right, so you ready for the challenge?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so those are the questions that Tyler thought you guys would get benefit from hearing the answers to, and now Melanie's got something she'd like to say, and then after that, Rob, you'll close the prayer.
So whenever Tyler said don't waste a day, we wanted to basically put something together that, honors Tyler as well as, helps the battle in ALS. So don't waste a day, we have a line of clothes that we came up with, just to remind people, exactly that message, what he's doing, how he's handling this. And this is something I put together and I wrote when we were putting together that message and that line of clothes. So I'm just going to read it here. Early on, before Tyler was diagnosed, he always had this mentality of not wasting a day. Tyler is the most steady, disciplined, faithful, and wonderful man you could ever meet, and I've had a front row seat to someone handling the worst news you could ever hear with the most faithful and positive outlook you could ever have. Something Tyler said often to me since we started this whole journey is, don't waste a day. If you need some inspiration in your life to keep fighting the good fight and make the very most out of every single day of your life, think about living your life like Tyler. We wake up every day with a choice to make. Are you going to wake up every day and complain about your life, or are you going to get up every single second you can out of that day? That's what he's teaching me. Every day can be a great day. You had a bad morning? Not a big deal. Make the rest of the day something you're proud of. We struggle, of course. This season of life has been a whirlwind, and there's days I just want to get up and I just want to sleep the day away. But then I look over at Tyler smiling and he says, get up, we've got a day ahead of us, can't be sleeping it away. Don't commit to this message unless you're going to live it out, because there's someone behind this message that wakes up every single day and he fights for his life. He fights for his family, for his friends, and for a chance to live another day. Don't waste a day, an hour, a opportunity to connect with a family member, friend, a teammate, or a coach, and be grateful for every single day that you do get. If you can commit to fighting for yourself, your family, and the life you want to live, then we want you to commit to this challenge and don't waste a day.
Let's bow our heads. Lord, grant each and every one of us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change. Give us the strength and the courage to change the things that we can. And most importantly, Lord, give us the knowledge and the wisdom to know the difference in the two. Allow us to be fearless in the face of adversity, of the present pain. And Lord, may we step up in every opportunity that you grant before us, and always understand to never waste a day. In your holy name we pray. Amen.